with you wherever you are.
At the Whitewell Metropolitan Tabernacle in Belfast, a particular kind of religious worship is on offer. This evangelical Pentecostal service certainly pulls in the crowds. With a 100-strong choir, orchestra, and a very sophisticated audio system, going to church here takes on a whole new meaning. In an area where, like the rest of Britain, church attendance is falling, how does Pastor James McConnell explain his ever-burgeoning congregation?
I think the secret is that people are looking for reality, Terry. And we get over 3,000 people here on a Sunday night, 2,000 on a Sunday morning, 1,200 at a Bible study, 800 to 1,000 at a prayer meeting. And I think that represents that people are looking for something, they want something, and the attendances are consistent. It's not a one-off. It's not 1 week it's big or the next week it's small. It's constant, and it's growing all the time.
And what is it about your message that's bringing the crowds in? Is it the way you're delivering it?
Well,
is it the place itself?
I think if I said I'm preaching the gospel, 500 other ministers in this country would say, well, what am I doing? I'm preaching the gospel too. But it's like what the comedian says. Maybe it's the way I tell them.
You can hardly hear hell mentioned in church today. Did you hear it mentioned last week? Did you hear it last month? Did you hear it 3 months ago? Did you hear it a year ago? Did you hear your minister mentioning a place called hell? No, it's not in the church's vocabulary anymore, but it's constantly on the lips of Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, of all the hellfire preachers, Christ was the greatest preacher of hell itself.
I think the gospel preached with reality. The gospel preached in the power of the Holy Spirit. And you see, the Holy Spirit, when it touches the gospel, it makes Christ alive. And so people are coming to hear about a person. And so the message is about a person. And so when that person is manifested and revealed, people are drawn to that person. And as a result, hundreds of lives are changed in this church, Protestant and Catholic together. It's amazing. They come in from all walks of life, and their lives are changed, from drug addicts to terrorists, you name it, they're here. Never went to America for money. There's no American dollars in this building. This money came from Northern Ireland, came from the people here. They give of their income, they sacrificed, I sacrificed. I'm still sacrificing because we built it, the cost was 7 million, we owe 1 million, and we're paying it well. No sweat, we're paying it very well indeed. And once we pay that off, we're completely clear. And when you think of it, here is a congregation of 1,500 people who raised me £6 million. And we borrowed $1 million just to get in, and now they're paying it off. But when we entered in on the 19th of February, on the 20th of February, we doubled our congregation. We have now over 3,000 coming here every Sunday night.
Pastor James McConnell and that old